Wow, and welcome back to Weekend on Wheels, and I'm Girish, and today I'm gonna address few questions which is related to my last video about dash cams, and thank you everyone for shooting in those questions. So I'm gonna answer all of them, all of your queries in this video, and I'll see you guys right after this intro video. Welcome back to my channel, guys, and if you're new to my channel, do not forget to subscribe and also hit the bell icon to make sure you get an update on every video I upload. And this is a continuation of my last video, which is about dash cam. Here's a link on the top. If you haven't watched the video, you can go check out that. And a lot of people had a lot of query about dash cams, and I'm just going to answer all of this. Firstly, what's a dash cam? So dash cam is a capturing unit or a camera which goes on your car on a windshield like this, something like this, or it will sit on the dashboard of your car and it will record everything that it sees. So how it works is, the minute you start your car, you switch on your ignition, the dash cam will start recording anything and everything that can see. And it will stop recording only and only when you switch off your ignition. So there are different kind of dash cams available in the market. So you have a dash cam which has dual camera, which records your field of view and also records your rear as well. So there will be two cameras, one in the front and one in the rear. And then there are certain dash cams which will have dual camera within the single unit, which will record the interior of the car and also what is happening on the exterior of the car. So that's another kind of dash cam which is available. So now to answer one of the question by Naveen Ullal, and the question was whether is it legal to have a dash cam in your car. As per Indian rule, there is no particular rule mentioning about this, and it does not have anything saying whether it's legal or illegal. But yes, so it's a personal device, or it's a personal property owned by you. So like I mentioned, there's no particular rule. But then if you're entering into any defense or army area which is restricted, you may not be able to record anything in those areas, or you might have to take permission to record such stuff. So otherwise, as general, there is no particular rule. Second question was by Naveen again, whether this reduces your car insurance. By having a dash cam, can you reduce your car insurance or car insurance premium? So in UK there is a rule, if you have a dash cam in your car, you can reduce the car insurance premium. But in India there is no particular rule as such which will reduce your car insurance premium or anything. Now there are certain other questions which were shot by Sanjay. So Sanjay wanted to know what is the best resolution to have on a video recording on your dash cam. So what's the best resolution? So I spoke about resolution in my last video. So when I talk about the best resolution, you should look at a dash cam which has minimum of 1080p recording, which is a high definition. So this basically will help you when you are recording something and imagine the object is far away from your car and you want to report. It could be a reckless driving or a rash driving, or it could be a footage that you would want to help another guy where they had a collision and it wasn't his fault. By having a high definition recording, you will be able to zoom in as much as possible to get the best quality video, even if the object is far away from you. So 1080p is a recommended video recording resolution that you should look at when you're looking to buy a dash cam. Talking about field of view, so also when you look at a dash cam, so normally dash cam comes with an angle of 140-degree wide angle. So anything above 140 or 160 is recommended to have on your dash cam. So if you have a field of view which is 140 or above, or 160 or a 170, it's one of the best to have. So look at dash cams which always have something which is above 140 or 160 wide angle lens. So that is to answer that point. Another question was about what kind of connectivity you should look at when you're looking at a dash cam. So the connectivity is the high-end ones where you can operate the entire dash cam. So entire dash cam can be operated with your single mobile phone, right from start, stop, record, doing live streaming when you're not driving. If your driver or your younger ones are taking the car and you want to have a live streaming, you can operate everything from your mobile. So those are the kind of connectivity which you can look at. And also connectivity like a GPS. So GPS allows you to track the driver's speed. It also allows you to track the location of the car. So having these things will also help. And like I mentioned, gyro sensor will help you to avoid any kind of hit and run situation, because you will have enough evidence on your dash cam, because the gyro sensor immediately starts recording even if your car is in a park mode or the ignition is not on. The gyro sensor senses the vibration and immediately turns on and starts recording anything which is there. And another question was about park mode. What happens? So when your ignition is switched off, when it is in park mode, it does not record anything. It is switched off unless and until you have gyro sensor feature on your camera, on your dash cam, and somebody hits and runs, only then it will start working. Otherwise it is switched off and there is not much happening on your car. Another question was about if you install a dash cam on your car, especially brand new car just out of the showroom, if you install a dash cam immediately, does it void your warranty of the car? No, it does not. So basically, when you install a dash cam, you are not fiddling with any mechanical or electronic devices in the car. So the dash cam gets powered by a 12-volt charger which goes in your cigar lighter or a cigarette lighter slot. So it gets the power from there. So you're not tampering or touching or altering any of your stock car electronics or the mechanical part of the car. So that way you are not going to void any of the warranty. It is safe to install a dash cam on your car without any problem. Now coming to last but not the least point, which is the best dash cam for your car. So there are multiple dash cam in the market. So depending upon your usage or what are the kind of features you want in your dash cam, you can select those. So I will just throw in 1 or 2 or 3 dash cams which are available in the market, and I will say and also give you the price of those dash cam, and those prices are dated today on this particular day when this particular video is live on YouTube. So that is only subject to that. So don't hold me good that the price have gone up. Next I'm going to talk about 3 dash cams that you can look at in different price points. So this question was asked by Udit Goyal from Himachal, asking me, can you suggest some dash cam on your car? And here are those suggestions. So the lowest or the base level entry of a good dash cam, you could look at a brand called Procus, which is priced at 2,999 in Amazon. So like I mentioned, this price is only limited to the date when I have released this video, and it is subject to change. So Procus is a dash cam which you can look at, an entry level dash cam for simple footage recording when you drive. So that's the base variant which I am suggesting for anybody who's looking at buying one. Now I'm going to suggest another one which is a mid variant. So the next suggestion is DDPi Mini 3. So DDPi is another good dashcam manufacturer and is priced around 7,999. So this is a mid variant with a lot of feature in this particular dashcam. And the final one, which is a high-end one, which I'm going to talk about, is a Garmin dashcam, and the model of that is 66W. Garmin 66W is a high-end dashcam which you could look at if you have a budget of 18,500 rupees. So all of these models which I've mentioned now are available on Amazon, and you can go pick them up based on the requirement and the features that they offer. So I hope you guys like this video, and if you have any suggestions or any comments at all, please comment below and I will be more than happy to answer those queries. And until the next video, I'm gonna say ciao for now. Bye bye.